If you keep experiencing heartbreak, it's not because you are broken or unlucky. Most people think heartbreak means they failed at love or they choose the wrong person, or love just isn't meant for them. But heartbreak is one of the most honest teachers in your life. It's painful but not random. In this video, I want to walk you through the reasons why you keep choosing the same kind of relationships. This isn't a how to get your ex-boyfriend back video. This is about understanding the patterns underneath your love journey. Your first definition of love wasn't something you chose consciously. You learned it by watching people who raised you as a child. You do not just sit down and ask, is this healthy, right? You observe, adapt, normalize, and survive. You watch how your parents handle stress, how they argue, how they prepare, and very often they do not repair. They sweep it under the rug. You observe how they deal with intimacy, emotions, stress, addiction, and silence. And whatever you see repeatedly, your nervous system learned that as love. For me, love was very confusing from the beginning. Hi, I'm Lily Nguyen. I have 10 years of back-to-back relationships, and the moment I discovered I was a love addict, I spent 3 years to be single on purpose and to heal myself. Now I'm in a fulfilling, conscious relationship, and this became my passion to help people heal heartbreak, love addiction, or codependency. By the way, just random fact, I'm wearing my hat today because I need to shampoo my hair. So yeah, whenever you see me wearing hat in my video, probably I need to shampoo my hair. My parents divorced when I was very young. My dad blamed my mom for cheating on him. My mom blamed my dad for his gambling addiction. After that, my mom devoted herself entirely to building her own business. When I was in middle school, I found out that she was in the relationship with a man 20 years younger than her. And I remember something she said very clearly to me. Make a lot of money and you can have any handsome man you want. Looking back now, I can see it clearly. That was her mentality at the time, right? That was her level of consciousness she was operating from. She often talked about her appearance and how many men were attracted to her when she was younger. Yeah, it's kind of weird. This is not about blaming my mom. My mom had her own story and her own trauma. She committed suicide 4 years ago, so I'm sharing this vulnerably and transparently as part of my life story so you can study and understand patterns more deeply. So that was my definition of love I absorbed from my parents. I learned that love does not last. I learned that marriage eventually leads to cheating and then divorce. I learned that love is unstable, love is transactional, love is based on appearance. Love means chasing, manipulating, proving your worth, and enduring pain. I learned that love involves arguments, making up, betrayal, and repeating the same cycle again and again. Because children are sponges, I absorbed all of that without questioning. I thought this was normal. I thought this was how relationship is supposed to be. This does not mean my parents were bad people. It means they were unconscious. It means they were operating from their own wounds and survival strategies. And with those unconscious beliefs, of course, I attracted relationships filled with chaos, emotional immaturity, and lack of self-awareness. But here is the freaking truth. On the other side of the story, I had zero self-awareness, zero emotional intelligence. So I'm grateful for all the lessons that I learned from my exes. So if you follow my channel, I don't ever want you to blame anyone. I have this channel because I believe that we should take responsibility for our own growth. In 2022, after losing someone I dated to an overdose and losing my mom, I truly began my self-discovery journey. Here is the part that most people do not want to hear. Your nervous system does not chase what is good for you. It chases what feels familiar, even when it's toxic. Your nervous system does not chase healthy love. It chases what it recognizes. And many of us are calling it chemistry. Actually, it's conditioning. Next, emotional unavailability shapes your love life. Your parents might have been physically present but emotionally unavailable. They might have been distracted, unavailable, or overwhelmed by their own struggles like mental health issues, stress, or even addiction. If you grew up like this, you learned very early that love had to be earned. You learned to be good, to be quiet, to be helpful, or even invisible, just to earn a very small amount of attention or approval. You learn to please, to walk on eggshells around people, to fix things that were never yours to fix. That's exactly why your nervous system recognizes as love. So, as an adult, you attract emotionally unavailable partners because your body believes that this is love feels like. When someone finally wants you, needs you, and chooses you, it hits differently. Not because they are good or extraordinary for you, but because a part of you had been starving for that love since you were a child. I remember my first love felt like winning a lottery because for the first time of my life, someone chose me. The intensity feels like love, but often is attachment panic mixed with hope. Here is the part that most people miss. You were not addicted to the person. You were addicted to being chosen. You were addicted to finally feeling worthy. So the cycle repeats. One relationship ends, and suddenly being single feels unbearable. Being alone does not just feel lonely, it feels like the evidence that you are not loved, you are not important, that you are not worthy. So you jump back into dating, hoping the next person will fill the void within you. Even extreme cases, people go through love addiction. You experience highs and lows, cravings, withdrawals, and euphoria. It's not just the obsession with someone, it's the obsession with being validated, chosen, and feeling safe in a world that did not feel safe when you were alone. And no one taught you how to cultivate love within yourself. Here's something most people never think about. As a child, you were asked, do you love mommy? Do you love daddy? Do you love your friends? But no one asked you, do you love yourself? And that is the most important question in a human life. They didn't ask this, not because that they didn't care. Most adults don't even have a relationship with themselves. So instead, they taught you to achieve, to behave. So parents can say, you are a good girl, you are a good boy. They taught you to fit in, to follow the crowd, to earn approval. But no one ever taught you how to generate self love and self approval within. No one asked, what makes you feel alive? What makes you happy? No one taught you how to build a relationship within. No one taught you how to build a friendship with yourself. So many of us did not truly live. We learned how to survive. And if you do not have a relationship with yourself, you will always look for home in other people because you are homeless within yourself. This is why so many people end up in codependency and love addiction. Look at how you talk to yourself when things go wrong, when you are alone, when no one is watching. Look at how quickly you turn against yourself when someone rejects you, either in dating or at work. How easily you abandon yourself emotionally. You criticize yourself very often. You expect compassion from others, but you do not know how to offer it to yourself. You can ask yourself these questions honestly. When you feel lonely, do you stay present? Or do you numb, distract yourself, or reach for someone? When you mess up, do you punish yourself, or do you have your own back? Can you sit with yourself in the darkest moments? Have you ever built a relationship with yourself? Because if you cannot cultivate love, safety, and compassion within yourself, no relationship will ever feel safe. No relationship will ever feel secure for you. That's it for today. Most people think heartbreak is bad luck, but I'm here to tell you that we need to learn our patterns and understand the root cause. Many unhealthy patterns come from childhood trauma but also come from societal, cultural, and religious traumas. And I will talk more about that in the next video. If this video resonated with you, leave me a comment, like, and subscribe for more videos like this. I post this video when my channel have only 100 subscribers, and I am deeply grateful for anyone who follows me or is just here to invest in yourself for your own growth. I am proud of you, and thank you for being you.